H21 project provides a cornerstone of a lot of the work that's coming through from industry.
If we're to move to a hydrogen economy, we need to prove the safety case. Without that safety case, we really don't have an opportunity for hydrogen, so it is absolutely critical what we're doing in this piece.
For more than 2 years, the H21 NIC project has been gathering evidence to support the safety case for using hydrogen as a fuel for heat in the UK. To achieve the government's target of zero carbon emissions by 2050, an affordable, no-carbon alternative to natural gas must be introduced. Through rigorous testing and painstaking research, a team of experts is determining the viability of using hydrogen in the existing gas distribution networks. They have looked at how well the networks will perform with the new fuel, how hydrogen behaves when released, and how the public might respond to a nationwide conversion programme.
When we started out, we had 3 main aims. The first was to determine if there was any particular showstoppers with assets within the gas network when we converted to hydrogen. The second was to develop a QRA for the hydrogen network, and the third was to understand public perception for allowing hydrogen in their homes.
HSC hosted a facility for Northern Gas Networks at their Science and Research Centre in Buxton, which looked at leakage of some of the main gas assets that exist on the network.
So we retrieved the assets from the natural gas network, and then we pressurised them with hydrogen, and we analysed the leakage ratios so that we could quantify the risk in the future when we moved from methane to 100% hydrogen.
During the testing, we were able to observe that essentially assets which were gas tight on methane also remained gas tight on hydrogen. So there were no assets that only leaked on hydrogen, which was a good result. We were also able to look at the relative leak rates between natural gas and hydrogen, and in all cases those fell between the predicted lines. So that was in line with the hypothesis and what we set out to achieve.
When we originally put the team together back in 2017, we chose DNV GL due to their 40 years experience working with natural gas.
We have a lot of expertise in developing and supporting gas networks in terms of safety. The hydrogen tests that were carried out for H21 were very much based on previous work that had been done for natural gas that would allow us to make direct comparisons between the behaviour of the two fuels.
We developed 4 work packages over which we conducted in excess of 380 experiments. These range from very small experiments, so very small sub-millimetre leaks in pipes, right up to full-bore releases from gas mains. We also conducted experiments looking at ignition potential and explosion severity. What we found is that there are no big surprises, and we found that nothing has outstripped the conservative assumptions that we made at the start of the project.
The results of the tests at Spade Adam have been analysed by DNV GL's team in Loughborough to develop the Quantitative Risk Assessment or QRA model for using hydrogen in the UK gas network.
It allows you to quantify what the contribution is to the risk from different elements of the network. The first step, which is really the key outcome of phase 1, is to be able to demonstrate that it is possible to convert a network from natural gas to hydrogen safely, to ensure that the risk from a network with hydrogen is no greater than a similar network with natural gas.
The final part of phase 1 was a programme of social science research aimed at understanding the public's perceptions of hydrogen and how they might feel about the gas being used in their homes in the future.
They were most interested in what can be done to try to protect the environment, because they had no concept before this that using gas in their homes was contributing to climate change. We know that the majority of the population don't have strong feelings about hydrogen one way or the other, but they are interested. They want to know what's going on, and they want a decision to be made about hydrogen and its potential conversion.
H21 NIC has been a pan-industry project, with all the UK gas distribution networks working in collaboration. This approach delivers benefits for both the project's scientific aims and for UK gas customers.
The benefit of collaborating across the H21 project is primarily to pool all of the distribution network's knowledge, but also to generate the most effective way of working in terms of cost saving.
So the benefits of having a coordinated programme across the UK gas networks is that there's no duplication, and whatever we do as most efficiently as possible. And what does that mean to the customer? That means that the impact on their bills is kept to a minimum.
It's really important that the networks work together on key strategic projects like H21, because we need to evidence the fact that it's safe to do this. And the only way to do that is to work together.
We're all collaborating together under the banner of Ofgem to be able to prove that we can convert gas distribution networks to 100% hydrogen. There's numbers of different pieces of research being done by different networks. At the end of the day, we're trying to get towards a net zero, and we're going to put a cleaner fuel in our pipes.
With Phase 1 now complete, the project is already moving forward with Phase 2, bringing the vision of a nationwide hydrogen network in the UK closer to reality.
The initial results of the Phase 1 testing have been really positive. That gives us a lot of confidence to be able to move on to do Phase 2, where we're going to do further in-depth research, and we're all heading towards where we can actually do live trials and we can go into people's houses and operate safely in the way that we do now with natural gas.
All the work coming through from H21 is being shared with government, and all of that information is going towards making a decision in about the mid-2020s.
Over the past few years working with the government and all our partners, I think we really have proved that hydrogen has got a key role to play going forward. We cannot decarbonise the country by electrification alone. I think that case has been proven. So we welcome that the government has given us more positive messages about hydrogen, and we look forward to more policy decisions as we go through the year towards COP26.